Thank you for tuning in to our channel. I'm still in need of a shave. Sorry about that. We're doing some road camping and so on and so forth. So, let your hair down if you have any. So today we're talking about food. We're still traveling in this video. Still traveling through Pennsylvania. We've done a lot of traveling through Pennsylvania back and forth. Really nice place over here. Wow. And we're talking about some food. What are some thoughts on food?
Well, I have changed the way I eat drastically over the course of the last 3 years. So now, in the sense of the way I eat now, it's way more about healthier overall food. I eat mainly eggs, meat, and cheeses in a general sense. I still do drink a lot of soda, but zero sugar soda, and have like keto snacks and so forth like that. Just basically as low carbs and sugars as possible, even though on this road trip I have failed all the time through temptations.
Have some more.
Anyway, which is bad. Anyway, in the sense of food quality, I think there's a huge difference comparing here and Canada, comparing that to the Philippines as well. Some good and some bad. I will say, where I do mainly eat eggs, there's a drastic difference in egg quality in the Philippines. They're basically not the same thing at all. They taste so drastically different. They're probably healthier for that reason, because I think most chickens here are full of steroids and different things that these places give them.
Hare is the USA, by the way, as I mentioned, Pennsylvania, so that's Hare.
But like everything is full of steroids and stuff like that, so I wouldn't doubt that the Philippines chickens are way more natural, generally speaking, healthier.
Because they just run around.
But I think there are also different breeds of chicken over there as well. But the eggs are way more gamey. They are way more earthy, and for me it was really, really hard to get them down. They were so bad. Now I think if I find the right seasoning and do the right things, they'll be different, and I am going to give it a solid go when I'm there again. But I will say, if you're used to the traditional, normal eggs, they're drastically different, like drastically.
I didn't think there was much of a difference myself. Maybe a small difference. I don't know. And if I think about it, just maybe, and I'm not even sure. So I think everybody's taste buds are different, but I think the eggs were fine. No different really for me.
And I'll say it's also really hard to find like traditional sandwich meats in a lot of places over there. Obviously they have like the butcher cabinets full of just meat, which smell, I don't even know how that smelled to describe. That is something. But like in a sense of traditional deli meats, it was hard to ever find anything like salami or anything like that, or pepperonis or anything like that. But when you do find something, it's usually ham. But the hams are full of added sugar, so I couldn't really have them a lot. They're very sweet and stuff, which if you like that, it's fine. But where I'm wanting to be healthy, basically deli meats are not even an option in the Philippines at all compared to here.
It is true about adding products with added sugar. I've noticed too. Like it's kind of odd to me because
cheese, meat.
Like we had some bread, and I told Mahal, I said, Mahal, I can't eat this bread anymore. You can't buy this bread for me. I can't eat it because the bread, it's just supposed to be a normal loaf of bread. I forget which one it was, but man, it just tasted sweet. And it was just supposed to be bread, and I'm like, I can't eat it. I just can't, because it's got the sweet taste in the bread because of the sugar added, which I was really surprised by the way.
Yeah, so in the sense of making traditional sandwiches, you cannot make sandwiches. That's just a thing. Eggs are completely different. Soda is drastically different as someone who drinks soda. Now, at the time, I wasn't even drinking zero sugar soda, which is also different in its own fashion. But like the normal sodas, basically they're all watered down and taste flat, even though it's carbonated. It has a watered down flat taste with every single soda, besides I'll say the rip-off Fanta, the RC Royal thing. That one was okay. It just was okay. Even the zero sugar one was okay. That's the only one that I can really drink over there. But like Pepsi, Coke, all of that, they're drastically different to the degree that I cannot enjoy them at all, which is fine because I want to drink more water anyway. But in the sense of taste, it is so drastically different. I'll say their desserts, I haven't experienced a lot of them. I liked the ube flavored ice cream, but I did not like that hollow thing because of those gummies that are in it. The gummies are like sickening to me. Like I cannot stand gummy type things. The same with that Derpy McFlurry that's here in America for their temporary thing. Like I can't stand that. It's like the same kind of thing. Whatever those gummy things are is like disgusting. But like the ube ice cream itself was really good. I have no clue how much sugar and carbs are in it compared to normal ice cream because I never compared it. But that's one thing I am curious to check out in the future to see how different it is. But I did enjoy that flavor a lot. But in the sense of food, I really have to change every part of the way I eat to even really eat over there because it's so different from here in that sense. Now, I liked a lot of the food I did eat at restaurants and stuff, which I don't even remember what it was called, most of it, but I enjoyed most of the food. But at the same time, it is usually full of added sugars and carbs and stuff. So a lot of it I can't really eat without feeling like I just gained 100 pounds from it. But like I enjoyed a lot of the restaurant stuff over there in a general sense. And besides for the portion sizes, you know, America's portion sizes are just way better. But in the sense of food quality, I do think there's a lot of decent tasting stuff. You just gotta find it. But in the sense of what you're used to in traditional meals, it's hard to get traditional meals. Like you cannot buy canned chili. Chili is just a seasoning. You cannot buy frozen pizzas if you want frozen pizzas or frozen dinners as a whole. Like I said, deli meat sandwiches are kind of impossible in a general sense. Eggs, like I said, I do want to re-experiment with because that is the main thing I eat. You gotta look at the labels for cheeses and stuff to make sure there's no added sugars and stuff because normal cheese should be 0 carbs, 0 sugar. You know, just like a normal thing of milk should be, you know, like 10 grams of carbs and sugars, but over there it's probably like 20 or 30 because again it's very sweet. But that's like Germany milk. It's not even there. They don't even make it. It's like from Germany or something. Whatever Germany is doing, I don't know. But anyway, like there's a big difference in
So he's become somewhat proficient in all this food stuff because first when we went to the Philippines back in 2023, how much did you weigh, bud, roughly?
probably 330.
He weighed approximately 330 pounds when we went over there to
And I
the
left at
Philippines.
165.
And when he left the Philippines to come back to the USA, he was 165 pounds. So he went on this kind of, I don't know if you call
Keto,
it, would you call it a diet?
Just
a way of
carbs
eating,
and
really.
No sugars. There's no
Just
carbs. I didn't even track calories, although now where I am, I need to track calories because then it's going to raise it again. But where I was so big, it didn't matter.
So there's no carbs, no sugars.
That
That's
was all I
you
did.
follow.
But now that I'm this, I got to also track calories, which was not a thing before. But now that's a thing.
So if you ever want some advice how to lose weight, he's your guy. Because
there's nothing else to it. It's just
he
that
was really
not
heavy. He was really,
exercise
if
at
you
all.
watch some of our older videos, you'll catch him in some of the older videos and you can see he doesn't even look like the same person anymore. You did take, like, at one point, like a 5X, I think, at one point.
Well, in the sense of their size, is probably in the
Well,
sense of
no,
our
5X in
sizes.
their size is my extra large because I seen it on the tag the other day. It said the equivalent to a US XL is a 5X in the Philippines.
I think in
So-
American sizes, I was either a 3X. I think I'm a 3X American at that time.
Okay.
Now
so
I'm a small.
I thought he was a bigger than a 3X,
Well,
but
in
even
Canadian
that,
sizes was
that's a small.
different.
He's wearing a small
You
right
can't
now.
really.
Oops, sorry.
You can't really compare because Canadian sizes. I had some that were 5, some that were 4, and some that were 3. Like the Canada uses all kind of weird things. I can't. So it's like America's 3X is what it looked like. America's
Yeah.
consistent with their sizes usually. So.
Yeah, and they're usually bigger. Like a 3X is usually bigger.
So like in Canada, I had things that was like a 4X and a 3X.
I'm sure one time I bought you a 5X.
Probably did.
I'm sure I did because I remember.
But I also had a 2X. It's like, you know, I had a really oversized 2X, a 3. I think on standard 3.5 is probably what I really was. If I was to guess.
But now he's like, what he's wearing there now?
Small/medium.
That's a small, sometimes a medium, but he's hovering right. All right, that's amazing. So he's learned a lot about food. So if you want to put in the comments, like if you need to figure out how to do this and how to do that, he can just tell you from his
And I was saying, in
experience.
the Philippines,
He's not a doctor
it is
or anything, but he'll
hard
tell
to
you
do
from
in
his
the Philippines.
experience.
It's easy to do in America. If you want to just lose weight, stay in America because there's all these keto snacks you can get. There's I mean, you can get brownie mix as keto. I couldn't have anything. I was eating boiled chicken every single day because there was nothing I could find.
We found a nice treat today. What was that called?
Oh, that was his Breyer's Keto Carb Smart ice cream. It was a Reese's flavored
The
Breyers.
Reese's flavor.
But basically, if you want to do any
was
sort of
awesome.
dieting, the Philippines is the opposite of what you need to do in the sense of that, because you can just find there's no excuse for anybody in America, in my opinion, because everything has a keto or zero sugar friendly option, and they don't taste different. They genuinely don't. So like, you can just go get the proper zero sugar sodas. You can go and get keto snacks. Some things are more expensive, other things are the same price. The keto bread, it's like, why would you get normal bread? There's keto bread. It's $1 difference. Like, does $1 really make a difference? Like, you know, so it's like, if you want that, now it's harder in the Philippines because you have to look at everything, and even the things that you think normally, like, oh, I can eat deli meat and I can eat cheese. No, I can't. If I did that just without looking, I would be eating tons and tons of sugar and carbs because they add it.
It's kind of surprising to me how sugar is added to the food there. That's surprising.
So I mean, like, you actually have to pay more attention in the Philippines when it comes to health.
So this is a really good point. We'll end on this point. This is a really good point. There's a lot of guys over there because like they're older guys and they really want to watch their health and make sure they're eating better. So how does someone eat healthy in the Philippines, and what are your recommendations?
Just read labels. Never buy something without a label if it's like unless you know exactly what it is, like a butchered piece of meat that's from the meat. You know what that is. There's something added to it. But like, if you have like, if you're just handed a bowl of something, or if there's some sort of prepackaged meal thing, if it has no label, just avoid it because you have no clue. I mean, just like how that Jollibee, I don't know why that's so popular. That Walmart's food is better than Jollibee. Jollibee is, there's way better restaurants in the Philippines, not Jollibee. Anyway, but this Jollibee, using that as an example, their meat patties have a lot of carbs and sugars, which again, normal meat. That's why I say let's look at the labels. Know what you're eating before you eat it. Like, I would not recommend Burger King patties, but I would recommend McDonald's quarter pounders, because the McDonald's quarter pounder meat is 0 carbs, 0 sugar, while Whoppers is like 5 to 6 grams on average from my research. So I mean, just know what you're having. In the sense of, if you want more traditional stuff, just order quarter pounder patties by themselves. If you want just something quick, which is, they're not enjoyable at all. But I was just eating
losing weight is not enjoyable.
I mean, it can be in America. That's what I'm saying. Like, if that's your main goal, then stay in America because you can actually enjoy eating. Like, every day, my diet every day here is basically eating 10 eggs that I fried in nice butter, real butter, not margarine or anything like that, or seed oils. Again, read labels. And then I had like 8 or 10 just like microwaved sausages, Jimmy John's sausages, and cheese, and like all these different things. And then I had keto ice cream or keto cookies or 0 sugar Oreos and things like that. In the Philippines, all I could really comfortably eat was boiled chicken or boiled ribeye steaks. Now I can cook ribeye steaks differently, obviously, but it's just about easy. So it was just easier to boil everything. And I would just boil them and eat them, and it was very bland, very plain. Now, I could have added certain seasonings and certain things, but it was just too complex and I didn't really have a proper kitchen set up to really experiment with. So, I mean, if you do the right seasonings and stuff, like I said, I want to re-experiment and do more. So I was probably holding out more than what I could have done. But like, I was just trying to go on the go of just trying to figure it out. But you have way more options in America, and probably even more in Canada, but I'd never looked for it in Canada. I have no clue. But if that's your goal, the Philippines isn't your option. Now, if you're where you want to be and you want to just be consistent, you can stay consistent. Like, now I got more of a plan of what I would eat in the Philippines. And
what's your plan?
I mean, I'm planning
quickly. We're up to 13, 14
eggs
minutes.
And finding whatever works with eggs. If it's a lot of hot sauce or onion powder or garlic powder, whatever I need to make the eggs work, I'll still eat like a dozen eggs a day. I really want to eat a dozen a day. That's my goal always, because of the protein and the vitamins and stuff alone. So a dozen eggs, and then add some sort of meat. Probably not cheese, because it's just, I don't care enough, and it's hard to find good cheese over there. But like, so I'd probably have either bacon, like pork, like their butchered stuff, not the prepackaged, because again, the prepackaged bacon is not real in the sense. When I say real, I mean it has added stuff to it. But like, either pork, ground up pork or something. So I kind of want to experiment with pork, because I never really liked pork, but now I want to experiment more with it. And if I don't like it, then I'll just get chicken, because it's easy. And basically just live off eggs and chicken.
Eggs and chicken.
With the right
That sounds
sauces,
boring.
with the right sauces and spices and stuff, it would always be different. And if I can ever find some sort of keto snack, like I don't think Cool Whip exists over there or anything like that. I'd have to look at the labels because it's like I didn't see anything before, and I don't think they have really many options. But I can probably find something.
Okay, so some recommendations there if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to stay healthy. He knows all about it because, like I said, he went from 330 down to 160, and he stayed. And it's all got to do with the, looking at the labels. So
Know what you're eating.
no carbs, no sugars. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah,
and
that's the
then
main
after you
thing.
get your body settled to the point
Then
where you need
know
it,
how
then you
much
just count your calories.
Know how much your body burns, which goes by height. Just Google it, because it's different for every person. How much you exercise, don't exercise. I sit down 24/7, so I have no exercise, and I'm a certain height, so I put that in, and it just tells me what I burn. Now, if I was a construction worker, it'd be a lot different. If I was a bodybuilder, it'd be a lot different. Some people have to eat 6,000 calories just to maintain themselves.
If you want to look like me, you just eat what you like. Just don't overeat. then you get my body shape, whatever that is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks to my son for contributing his thoughts on food in the U.S. and food in the Philippines. Kind of some back and forth there. Thanks for watching today, guys. We really appreciate it. If you want to watch different kinds of videos, we have different kinds of channels. You can find them all at filipinamoments.com. Thank you for watching today. God bless you.